Hey guys, how's it going? This is going to be a general reading for Earth sign Capricorn for November 9th through November 23rd. It is going to cover, since it's general reading, love, friends, family, health, etc. So always take it how it resonates for you. And it is a timeless reading. For some of you guys, it could resonate, 6 months, a year in the past, 6 months to a year in the future. Okay, it really just depends on each individual person. And so, yeah, we're going to get into your reading here in just a moment. I've pulled all of your cards already, and it looks like a really good reading here for you, Capricorn. So I am excited to get into your reading. Also wanted to mention that I've been doing a separate video for the astrology notes for this time period. So if that's something you're interested, all you have to do is see the other videos on my channel. And one more thing too as well, I always take one photo of all of the cards that I will post later. So in case you want to check that out while you watch or listen, or just to see it later more up close in detail, all you have to do is click in the description box below and follow the instructions there on how to get it on my Facebook page. So yes, also wanted to mention that even if you are not a sun sign rising Capricorn, or even moon Capricorn, or even if you're not a Venus in Capricorn, this message, this reading may still have something here important for you, since we all have all 12 zodiac signs throughout each of our individual birth charts. So depending on what's going on in your life, you may resonate more with your moon sign, with your rising sign, or even your sun sign. And what's really funny, you guys, I just have to note because I'm looking right at the camera, there's this really cute little orange ladybug going around the camera. So that's really interesting, and I like it because it reminds me of fall, right? The orange color of pumpkins and all that stuff. Okay, so it's really cute. So that might be a particular message for some people, right? Ladybugs represent good luck. So I'm going to take it as a good sign, because I've been doing videos out here for a while and there's never been a ladybug on the camera. So really cute. What else? Yes, if this isn't your reading, never force it, right? It could be the energy of the person or people that you're dealing with, or the general environment situation. So always keep that in mind as well. All right, let's get into your reading here, Capricorn. So I'm going to start with the first cards in the center, the main 6. And then I'll work outwards to tarot confirmation cards that I use another deck for. And then we'll also get into what's on the top and the bottom of each deck for even more insight into your reading. And then at the very end, we'll do your oracle cards. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call them out, and then we'll kind of go in order here, Capricorn. So you have the 3 of Cups in the right side up position, the Prince of Sacred Circles right side up, 6 of Staves right side up, 2 of Swords in reverse, Queen of Sacred Circles in reverse, and 8 of Sacred Circles in reverse. All right, so let's get into it. Looks like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so you have, Capricorn, 5 Sacred Circles cards, also known as Pentacle cards. So what does that talk about? It talks about abundance and money, but abundance and money, or abundance doesn't just mean money and wealth, right? It can be whatever you want to create or manifest in your life or get rid of. So that could be a particular theme to as far as your whole reading here today. But let's get into it. So we start with your 3 of Cups here in the right side up position, and this could be energy starting around November 9th. It's not exact, that first row, going through the rest of this week and this upcoming weekend. And in the second row in the main center too, I forgot to mention, is energy of that second week as well. Okay, so we'll get more into that. But yeah, we start off here with this 3 of Cups energy. It's all about celebrations here. Okay, it's all about leveling up in some way for some people, not necessarily you leveling up, Capricorn, but you looking to a mentor or a teacher, as you see this young woman and this young man who are looking to their father, right, the king in this photo, in this card, right, photo card, whatever, you know what I mean. And so this kind of talks about For some people, okay, you could currently already be in this energy or still kind of hanging around of, for not everybody, but for some people, some type of third party energy, right? So what is a third party? It could be you dealing with another person, and then the third party is they're dealing with another person as well, right? If it talks about that, but it's not always that. It could also be that the person that you're dealing with could have some type of addiction, be working too much, or have an outside influence that's affecting some type of relationship, okay? But I don't feel that for everybody. I just feel like the general Three of Cups energy of celebrations, right? And looking to elders for some type of wisdom, or just to enjoy the moment here together, okay? So really nice energy to start off your reading here, Capricorn. Now moving forward, your second card is the Prince of Sacred Circles in the right side up position here. And so this energy is about, communication, working on your communication, either you are, or the person you're dealing with, or the general environment situation. One second, my cards are like blowing away. No, jump back. I did take a picture of them in case that was going to happen. Okay, I'll just like put my jacket over it. I have my jacket here, and then when it's ready to pull the other card, I'll move my jacket. Anyway, back to your Prince of Sacred Circles, okay? So this is you working on communication skills, or the person you're dealing with, or the if it's multiple people, or a general environment situation, right? Because you see this Native American man, and he's holding the peace pipe. He's not actually smoking it in the depiction here, but you can see the smoke in the background, right? But it's also about wanting to level up in some way, or being in the stages of leveling up in a project, in a relationship, whatever it may be. But he's open to learning new things. He has this really welcoming energy, this open energy. You can see, hopefully here in the card, his eyes and his body language, okay? So really nice energy in your first row here, Capricorn, in that week that we're in right now, or even this upcoming weekend. Now, your third card here, again, another celebration card, right? Must be nice, Capricorn. Now, if you are in the States and you celebrate Thanksgiving, right, this reading goes until the 23rd, and I think Thanksgiving is usually the 24th. Oh, there's the ladybug again. So cute. Good luck, Capricorn, right? Ladybugs on the camera. But yeah, so it could be that you are feeling more support around you and having reasons to celebrate too, with the Six of Staves in the right side up position here. And you see that there is this Egyptian man. He's on the chariot, he's running forward with the horses, and there's people along the sides cheering him along, okay? And so that's that celebratory energy, the supportive energy, and if it's not, one of those two things, it could also just be forward momentum, right? It could just be things are moving at a really nice pace and a positive place here for you. So either way, I like it for you, Capricorn. Okay, so moving forward, let me just move my jacket here for a second. It's a little windy, but not too bad. So your fourth card here, Capricorn, is the Two of Swords in the reverse position. And this is generally, it's not a bad position. I like to see it this way, because when it's right side up, it's like you haven't made a decision yet, or the other person, or general environment situation. You're still trying to connect your heart chakra with your intellect and your mind, right? But when it's in reverse, it could be for some of you guys that you are now, you've made that integration of your heart chakra and your mind, okay? And now you're ready to make some sort of decision, or the next step of your journey here, okay? And you've also learned to balance your emotions, right, with the water in the background as well, okay? But really nice energy here, Capricorn. Now, moving forward, you have, like one or two little blockages here, but it's not the end of the world, because you have some really amazing other cards here in your reading, Capricorn. So your sixth card in the main, six in the center, all right? Oh wait, we didn't do your fifth card. I got excited, I jumped forward. Your fifth card, sorry, not your sixth card, is the Queen of Sacred Circles in the reverse position here, Capricorn. And so this speaks about a little bit of stagnant energy, a little bit of maybe a lack of nurturing energy around you, or support supportive energy around you in that second week in some way. Again, it doesn't have to be for everybody. It also could be the other person, right, or a situation you're dealing with, environment. But it's also just like, okay, when we think of a queen, she's got support behind her. She has all the tools that she needs. She's confident. She's owning. She's stepping in her power. So when it's in the reverse position, it's a little bit of lack of that, okay, for some of you guys. Now, for some, when you see this moon, when the card is in the right side up position in the corner here, the moon represents a little bit of some illusions, right? It's also creative energy, but like when you see things at night, it's not always clear, and sometimes it can be confusing. So for a small amount of you guys, maybe only even one or two of you, you're coming out of any little small past illusions or confusion around something, okay? But like I said, either way, however you find yourself in it, it's just a little bit of a blockage, okay? But there's still really good stuff, so let's keep going. Now you have, as your sixth card finally, the Eight of Sacred Circles in the reverse position. Let me just put my jacket over the cards as they fly away. All right, so this is another bit of a little bit of blockage, right? It's not the end of the world, where perhaps you yourself, Capricorn, or the other people that you're dealing with, a person, general environment, situation, is not feeling like learning something new, is not feeling like learning a new skill, a new trade, learning a new point of view at looking at something, okay? And you can really see that with the Eight of Sacred Circles, also known as the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Or if it's not that, it could just be stagnant energy and not feeling super abundant at this time, right? In that second week, towards the end of the second week or weekend. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, maybe a little bit right before or after, right? It's not exact, okay? But this is actually, where my spirit guides wanted me to talk to you about what's on the top and the bottom of one of your decks here. And then we'll go back a little bit because I forgot to talk about what was on the top and the bottom of your other deck because my jacket was covering the cards. But it's all divine timing and you still will get the information, okay? So what we have is past energy here that we're talking about along with your sixth card, the Eight of Sacred Circles in reverse. So what you have on top is the Four of Wands in the right side up position, and what you have on the bottom is the Queen of Pentacles in the right side up position. So this is saying here, Capricorn, in the recent past, there could have been some type of celebration or celebratory energy, or coming to an end of a journey or cycle in some way, and wanting to celebrate that. And perhaps if this not you, it could have been another mentor around you, or you were a mentor to others, right, in the past, where people would look up to you and ask you for advice and ask you to help them with whatever their current problems they were facing, okay, with the Queen of Pentacles in the right side up position. Or it could have just been in the recent past you did feel more abundant and more in your power, okay? So that's just something to think about there. Now going back a little bit before we get into your confirmation cards here, Capricorn, is we have, when we were talking about the Two of Swords, right, your fourth card in the reverse position, Spirit wanted me to talk to you about what was on the top and the bottom of your other deck here, okay? So we have the Ten of Swords in the right side up position, and another 10, the Ten of Staves in the right side up position, okay? So this is, hold on, let me stretch my legs. Oh, guys, I'm sitting on my knees. Okay. This is, let me back up a little bit so you can still see me. I'll just, hold on. Technical difficulties. Oh, now you can't see me at all. Shoot. Okay. Well, hold on, just give me a second. My legs are falling asleep. Okay. I think I'm good. I'm good. Okay. You got it. I can at least do this so you can see the cards, okay? So, in the past, right, you have these cards. So you have two 10s, and they're both right side up. So 10 and 10 is 20, and then on the other placements of your cards, you also have two 2s. So for some of you guys, the number, right, if we put 10 and 10 and 2 and 2, right, that would be 44. No, 10 and 10 is 20. So it'd be 24. Sorry, can't count. 24 could be a particular number for you at this time or have some type of spiritual significance, but again, not everybody. Anyway, moving forward, regardless of the numbers we're talking about. In the recent past, there could have been some type of confusion, exhaustion, overthinking, too much up in your head, or they were, or the other person, or the general environment situation. But despite that, then you have, in the recent past, the 10 of staves in the right side up position, talking about completion of something, okay? So endings, new beginnings, right? Learning lessons, even, you know, preparing for the future, right? With the children in the card, planting seeds for the future, okay? So this is just basically telling us why in the recent past, right? When I was saying if the card was right side up here, the 2 of swords, and you saw this 10 of swords, it would make sense. Yeah, mental confusion, trying to figure something out. But it was in reverse. So you're coming out of that ready to make a decision about something and move forward in your journey in some way, right? And then you have the 10 of staves. So that's that positive energy coming in and saying, okay, I'm going to start, you know, pacing myself, not getting exhausted, not staying too much up in my head, but using it and integrating it with my heart chakra to plant seeds for the future. So really beautiful here, Capricorn. All right, now I think I can go back and sit this way, hopefully for a little bit longer. I should bring like a pillow out here. I'm just on the ground. Okay, anyway, so we talked about what was on the top and the bottom of each deck, and we talked about the main 6. So now let's get into your confirmation card. So I'll call them out and then we will go in order. And you do have one additional confirmation card this time, Capricorn. Spirit really wanted me to take it, so I went ahead and I was like, okay, I'm going to take this for the reading. All right, so we actually have 4 this time. So you have the Knight of Wands in the right side up position, the Queen of Cups in the right side up position, the High Priestess in reverse, and then you have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse position here. So the first 2 confirmation cards are past energy, and then the last 2 are more future present energy possibilities, right? So let's get into it here. You have the Knight of Wands in the right side up position in the recent past. So there could have been some type of medium-sized communication. What is a medium-sized communication? It could be you were going to give a communication to someone, or someone gave a communication to you, or it was signs from the universe, okay, right? Since you are watching a tarot reading. Medium size, small size, or a page would be a text message, right? A medium size would be a phone call maybe, and then a king would be meeting in person, just as an example, right? But there was this celebratory energy again in the past because he's wearing a special dress. His horse is dressed up, right? He's riding forward momentum, positive energy. And again, when this is coming in here and confirming the 3 of Cups in the right side up, again, another celebratory energy, and the 2 of Swords in the reverse position here, Capricorn. This is just really saying that, yes, there could have been some type of communication that came in with forward momentum that made it possible to get into some type of celebratory energy or supportive energy with others, and looking to your elders in some way. And then also this communication or forward momentum, positive energy from the recent past that's still trickling around could have paved the way for you or someone else to finally integrate your heart chakra and your intellect together to now make a decision about the next steps of your journey. All right, but really nice here, Capricorn. Okay, so going forward here, and I just realized you have actually 3 queens in your reading. 1 is reversed and 2 are right side up. So definitely a lot of royal energy, stepping into your power, owning your power, whether you're a man or a woman, right? The Queen of Pentacles is just a representation of the metaphor, right? But yeah, feeling more abundant, supportive, all those things, passionate. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that as we go forward and then talk about your second confirmation card, another queen, the Queen of Cups though, not Pentacles, okay? And this is really about prosperity and growth and this peaceful energy, and she is actually really in control of her emotions, right? Her throne is literally in the middle of the ocean. You can see the waves all around her. So even though there could have been in the recent past here, Capricorn, something in your environment or the way that you were dealing with things seemed really chaotic on the outside, but you were able to channel that, okay, and use it for good. And also, you were able to channel your emotions in a positive way that brought forth this huge cup that she has here, right? And that's the cup that talks about emotional fulfillment, emotional satisfaction, emotional priorities, all of those things. And then again, support all around her, okay? So really beautiful energy here, Capricorn, and it's coming in and supporting the Prince of Sacred Circles upright and the Queen of Sacred Circles in reverse here, right? Your other cards that we briefly talked about. So this Queen of Cups is, paving the way, that past energy. Again, the Queen of Cups is past energy for the future, current, present energies of the Prince of Sacred Circles, of being open to learning new things, right? The Queen is going to teach the Prince how to do things, okay? How to work on communication, how to work with different types of people or energies, right? Just an example. And then with the Queen of Sacred Circles in the reverse position, it could be for some of you guys that if there was like a lack of this nurturing quality or feeling in that second week here in the reading, or lack of support in some way, or not feeling all the way abundant, it could be because you needed to let go again of a little bit of some tiny illusions from the past, okay? Because not the Queen of Pentacles, I would say more the Queen of Swords. She is like, which is not here in your reading, but just as an example, you can learn a lot about which cards aren't in your reading, right, as well. So if the Queen of Swords were here, we were talking about her, she would be like cutting through all the bullshit. And she's a very kind of cold, calculating persona. Okay, so sometimes you have to be that way. Everyone has to, right? But then on the other hand, when you talk about the Queen of Cups, or even the Queen of Sacred Circles in reverse, or the Queen of Pentacles, okay, that we have over here, right, from the past, that this is a more softer quality of the Queen, okay, of having emotional fulfillment, satisfaction, emotional priorities, and also that nurturing, abundant energy, okay. Now I forgot to mention too, you do have one repeating card here. I completely didn't focus on it earlier, okay. So you have one in the past energy, the Queen of Pentacles in the right side up position, and then you have that Queen of Pentacles in reverse in the present current energies. So I'm just going to show you them right side up for a second, both of them, just to see how the different artists depict this energy, okay? But it's really an important message from Spirit when there's a repeating card, because there's usually 72 cards in each tarot deck, unless it otherwise states, right? So that's 1 in 72 chances that it's going to come out again. So it's a particular message from Spirit. So you could always look up the Queen of Sacred Circles or the Queen of Pentacles meaning and see if there's any additional messages for you there that maybe I didn't touch upon. All right, now going forward here, Capricorn, let's get into your third and then your fourth additional confirmation card. I'll go one by one. So you have the High Priestess in the reverse position here, Capricorn. So this talks about, and this is future energy by the way, that there could be something where you are not using your intuition all the way, or the person you're dealing with is not using their intuition all the way, or the general environment situation is lacking intuition, okay? Is lacking seeing their emotions from a more controlled side. And this could be, at the end of November 23rd energy, or even through the rest of November, end of November, or even into December. It really just depends, right? Or even months, years into the future or in the past, okay? But this is just kind of like a warning here, saying to make sure that you use your intuition as much as you can, that gut feeling that you have about a person or a situation, about what's needed or what's not needed, right? Okay, but when this High Priestess in reverse comes in here and confirms the Six of Staves in the right side up position and the Eight of Sacred Circles in reverse, it's like, in some ways, ignorance is bliss, right? So if you don't have your intuition in check, sorry guys, my legs, They're falling asleep. Okay. Anyway, you can still see the cards here, hopefully. So if you don't have your intuition in check or at its full power or height, or the other person doesn't, or general environment, then it may be a little better for the celebration, right? So when you're ignoring those signs about something, ignorance is bliss. So maybe that makes in some way some type of celebration or celebratory energy or full momentum go faster, right? That's true, right? Ignorance is bliss. But on the other hand, when you block your intuition too much over time, or you don't have at least like 60% of your intuition working for you here, Capricorn, then you can get into the energy of the 8 of Sacred Circles in reverse, where you don't want to learn something new, you're kind of closed off, you're not feeling abundant, and it's just a blockage. Okay, so I would take that definitely as a warning. Oh my god, you guys, my legs. Okay. Okay, I can do it. We're almost there. Just get with the program here. Okay. Your last confirmation card, your additional one, Capricorn, that wanted to come out, right, is your other 2 card we were talking about earlier. So you have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse position. And this is actually how you want to see this card. It's kind of similar, but different from the Queen of Swords in the reverse position that you had earlier as your 4th card, right? But it's about, hopefully, for majority of you guys, getting more grounded, right? So when he's in the right side of position, you see this kind of jokester guy juggling, right? And he's standing on one foot. Both feet are not on the ground. It's topsy-turvy. There's some storm in the background, right? But when it's in reverse, hopefully it means that now you are becoming more grounded. You're not juggling and struggling as hard. Maybe you're letting go of some trickster energy within yourself or others or in the general environment situation, right? But when it's coming in here, because it's kind of confirming both those 2 cards at the end again that we just talked about. The 6 of Staves in the right side up position and the 8 of Sacred Circles in the reverse position here, Capricorn. So this is really, saying, again, the more grounded you are, you can work faster, have forward momentum, of course, duh, right? And also, the more grounded you are, you can shift out of any blockages of abundance for you and start wanting to learn new things and look at something in a different point of view, all right? So that is what I have for you regarding the tarot here, Capricorn. Now, real quickly before you go, I'm just gonna stand up here and show you your oracle cards. Hopefully, let me back up a little bit so it's in focus. Your first one here is the Well Watcher. I love this card, and it talks about wisdom and power of the divine here, Capricorn. So you see this woman, she kind of looks like an elk, not an elk, an elf. And there's this owl like right on her shoulder representing the wisdom, right? And the huge well in the background. So when we look at this card, when it comes up for you, it's talking about the power of the divine, the power of the universe, the power of your angels, the power of your ancestors, the power you have inside yourself. It's like there is so much out there. There's enough for everyone. There's enough abundance for everyone. There's enough power for everyone. It's like, yes, go deep, go into the well, find that wisdom and use it, okay? So that would definitely go with, right, the High Priestess in reverse here, Capricorn. Okay. Now, your second oracle card here, Capricorn, is whether you're watching for, it's your love oracle card, whether you're watching for romantic reasons or platonic love with friends or family or even self-love. You got the romantic feelings card, and there's a couple kissing here, an angel above them, right? Really cute. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So obviously if it's romantic, explore those romantic feelings. If it's love with friends or family, right, it's also real and worth exploring those relationships with friends and family. And then also if it's self-love, explore your own feelings to bring even more self-love and knowledge of self, okay? All right, now going forward, your last oracle message here, Capricorn, is really cute. Meep, meep. This is the Roadrunner card, right? Your animal oracle card. It says, yes, because I definitely like to do this. It says, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Yes, so that could be a particular message for some of you guys at this time, or even beyond this time period. So if you want to look more into it, you can always look up the spiritual symbolism of the Roadrunner, right? And look up Roadrunner magic and how you can incorporate it with you at this time and even into the future to help you with. Okay, sorry guys, the camera cut there. Anyway, I was just talking about the Roadrunner, right? But it's definitely a good message at any time to not take things so seriously and keep your sense of humor. Okay, so I love this card for you, Capricorn. But yeah, anyway guys, that is your reading for this time period. Thank you much thank you so much, yes, for all of your support and for your likes and your views, and if you share the video, I really appreciate that. It does help the channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, it is free, right? It just notifies you on YouTube when I put out new videos, but it does help the channel, and it's a way to support me for free if that's something that you want to do if you haven't already. So anyway, you guys take care, and enjoy if you celebrate the holidays, if you celebrate Thanksgiving or whatever different holidays and different religions and cultures at this time. So I forgot to say that in some of the other videos, so I'm going to try to maybe put like a message like happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, right? But anyway, you guys take care, and I'll